Johnathan Buckhouse, we're live. If you're not watching live, keep watching. We have a puppy on the stream. Or listen to it like a podcast. Wherever you're listening, watching from, this is Susie, for everyone out there. The new little backcountry companion. She's growing fast. But yeah, listen to this like a podcast. We're going to answer tons of questions. We're going to talk about how this is one of the best snow seasons so far in Colorado in like the last 80 years, which is crazy. And overall, I'm excited to hang out with you guys. And I hope you guys are having a killer start to the season. I think a lot of people have been on snow by now at this point. Let me know if you haven't in the comments below. And we're just kind of waiting for people to trickle in. This live stream is really going to get going. Where do you think you going, Miss Susie? She's out of here. Last minute, my wife sent her in here with me. I was like, all right, I guess I'm dog sitting on this live stream. She's going to get into something. J Rams, what is up? Amazing Random says, I love your videos. I appreciate that so much, guys. And we're headed to Steamboat this weekend, by the way. We'll leave in Friday. We'll be at Steamboat Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Snowboarding, which is going to be really exciting. I can't wait to see what you do next with the backyard stunt park. I appreciate it. Yeah, we've been putting some crazy rails together, getting it really going. I didn't tell Chris yet, but I broke the tow rope again. That tow rope, man, when it works, it's like, this is sick, it's working. And then it eventually like shakes itself to explosion. And something else breaks on it. So anyone owns a tow rope company that wants to send one out, sponsor the channel, let me know. Landon, hello, how we doing? Brandon, so that you love the videos too. Welcome to the live stream, guys. Yeah, the backyard park has been a ton of fun. We've got a couple of the features set up. We still need kickers on the waterfall. We need a kicker on the flat down flat. We need a kicker. We need to build the C-rail feature. And that's it. Those are the last three features that need stuff. Everything else we actually shaped up this last weekend. I'm going to wait to post that video a little bit because it's kind of been like, for me personally, I've been backyard park, backyard park, backyard park. And I don't want to like pound you guys to death with those videos. But I hope you guys are enjoying the backyard park content. I love being able to just walk outside and go snowboard in my backyard. Mainly shovel, and then I might snowboard a little bit. Team Target Days, my boy. Yes. What settings do you run for your 360 camera? I got 2 Insta360 X4s. So when I do 360, I'll do 5.7K, 30 or 60 frames per second, depending on if I want slow motion, I'll go to 60. I don't do the 8K. And then when I run single lens mode, I'll do 2.7K, 60 frames per second, or I'll do 4K, 30 frames per second. But if you guys need the best action camera for skiing and snowboarding, the X4 is the best camera. Link in the description. If you use my code or my link, you'll get a snowboard bundle, the snowboard bundle, for free. Johnny, you coming to Mohawk Mountain in Connecticut this year? I want to rip with you. I was supposed to go a couple years ago. It closed because of rain. That mountain was supposed to be done by now. I don't know if when or how or what we're doing with the East Coast. I'd love to get out there, though. Brandon says, I wish I lived in Colorado. It is a dream. It's expensive to be out here, but it's by far the best state. I'm gonna yawn this live stream. It's inevitable, guys. 6:30, 8:30, it doesn't matter. Unless I'm chugging an energy drink, which I'm trying not to do tonight on the live stream. You boys gonna be yawning. I'm super sorry about it, but it's what happens when you wake up at 3 in the morning. My day starts at 3 in the morning. I go to bed at 8:30, so we're getting close to my bedtime. I ate a nice meal. I had a brew with dinner. I'm all comfy cozy and just yawning over here. Which color sticker should I get for an orange helmet? Ooh, black. The black sticker would look sick on the helmet. If you guys haven't grabbed an Evolution sticker yet, what are you doing? Here's the link to snag them. If you order the Evolution sticker before the 18th, it'll show up for Christmas. So if you want to get anyone an Evolution sticker for Christmas, order it before the 18th, and it'll show up. You farting over there, little doggy? Susie's in here. She just ripped one. What's up? My brother met you when visiting Great Bear Ski Valley in South Dakota. No way. Great Bear was, I loved it. Great Bear was rad. I'm probably gonna go grab an energy drink because I'm already sick of yawning. Great Bear in South Dakota was a ton of fun. Gorgeous. The sunset was actually really rad. I've not done Dodge Ridge yet. No. Did you hear Ski Sundown is putting in a new lift? No way. That's cool. I really enjoyed Sundown. Jonathan, you ripped Otis Ridge, right? Oldest T-bar in the U.S. Yeah, Otis Ridge was a lot of fun. The vibe was really cool. That T-bar was a ton of fun. Snowiest, Colorado has been in 80 years. At this time, currently, we had one of the snowiest Novembers in 80 years, which is crazy. Was my all-time favorite resort. Monthafon in Austria was amazing. Absolutely amazing. But if I have to pick a U.S. resort, I'm going to go with Telluride so far. Telluride's amazing. Mel, what's up? Thank you. Don't you love the vids? How is Powder Ridge in Connecticut? Their lifts are slow. I don't even notice the slow lifts, I guess, when we're traveling. Like, I just expect them at this point, so I don't notice them too bad. Also, like, the slowest lift of all time is, like, at Ski Cooper. It's a 2-seater. It's brutally slow. They say yawning is lack of oxygen to the brain, which I don't understand. That, tell me if I'm, is that a true statement that oxygen is, or yawns are because you have not enough oxygen to your brain? Because you just like, what, you don't breathe hard when you're sleepy? Maybe just like deep breaths. No, stop yawning. It's waking me up, that's for sure. Where's this live stream going? Did my first skiing a week ago at Bogus Basin. Dude, a Bogus trip would be sick this year. I'd love to make it to Bogus. I'd love to do all the trips. I really would. I'd love to go everywhere in 1 year. Just not, that's not possible. I'm doing it. I'm gonna go grab an energy drink. Give me 2 seconds. Susie. I can't stand it, man. It's way too early for me to be yawning during the live stream. But is this title clickbait? No, it's true. At least that's what the local news said. I have so much snow at my house. If you haven't seen my backyard park videos recently, oh, you chilling with the heater? Miss Susie's down here. Can I pick you up, Susie? This is Susie the backcountry dog. She's still the baby, but she's gonna get to like 35 pounds. High speed quad. Let's go. I watched the and subbed. Dude, I appreciate it. Cam, let's honk and more talking. Let's go. Have I ever tried skiing? I got ski videos on this channel. I've tried skiing. Jonathan, come down to Connecticut. I would love to make it to the East Coast this year. We'll see what we can pull off. I don't think I'm going to go to Connecticut or Mohawk Mountain, though. Going on my first day of the year in a couple weeks. I don't usually do day trips, but what ski resort would you recommend for a day trip from Denver? I would do... It's hard. I mean, from Denver, you could day trip all of them. I wouldn't day trip like Baylor, Beaver Creek, or Steamboat, but you could do Winter Park, Keystone, Copper, Breck, Basin, Loveland. Those are all great day trips. Yeah, Ski Cooper's lifts are super slow, but I have fun at that place. I hit the place on Sunday to avoid the major resorts. Yeah, I love Ski Cooper. I love the vibe. Pat's Peak sucks. I don't even know which one that is. 787, what's up? Any tips for snowboarding beginners? I have so many tips, Lou. I'll be posting a lot of tips, like how-to videos on my short form. Like I've been posting 3 shorts a day. I don't know if you guys have noticed or know that, but I post 3 shorts a day, and I'll be having a bunch of fun tips coming out with that, like how to hit a rail, I have a toe side one that I filmed that's going to be coming out. So be ready for all of those. But also, I have a how to snowboard playlist with over 160 videos on how to get better at snowboarding. If you want to get better at snowboarding or you're a beginner, go to my channel, go to my playlist, go to the How to Snowboard playlist, and there is 160 videos. The first couple of videos will be tricks. I used to just do how-to for tricks, and then I got into like how to carve, how to toe side turn, a bunch of stuff like that. So go check out the How to Snowboard playlist. That being said, asking on this live stream as well is a great, like, ask me questions about gear, ask me questions about how to do tricks, ask me any questions. The generic how to, like, any tips for a beginner, my tips are going to be watch a lot of YouTube videos. I have a bunch made on how to get better at snowboarding, so then when you get on the snow and they start giving you information, you kind of understand what they're already saying, and that's going to help you progress faster. I want to go to Loon so bad, Nick. Yes, James, it is. Hey, Jonathan, I'm starting a new job. Do you have any tips? Go get your certifications. You'll make more money, and people with certs get priority at most of the big ski resorts, at least. If you get a lesson, still be willing to work. That's one of the best ways to make money. So if they're like, hey, you have no lessons, you don't have to work today, you'd be like, well, can I scan tickets? Can I do this? Like, I don't know, work hard and keep showing up, keep working hard, and eventually, I know friends that have a very comfortable life being an instructor because they put in the work, got the certifications, got priority, they always get lessons, things like that. So it's definitely possible. I've been to Mount Snow and Corinthia Parks. It is super sick. Derek, what's up, dude? Yo, I love the vids. Flying into Steamboat January 12th. Do you have any trails that are must-tries? Christmas tree shoots are really fun. It's like they're harder terrain. I'm going to Steamboat on Friday. I'll be there Friday through Sunday. So I'll have some Steamboat videos coming out your way. Frisco tow rope when it opens soon was cool in May. I'd love to try. I didn't get to do the tow rope in Frisco. I definitely want to do it. I need to talk with those dude. So is the tavern filled in? I don't know if it got that much snow, Chad. I know I'm a little more towards Kremling. I got 3 feet at my house, but I saw Crystal 93 put up that this was the most snow in Summit County or Colorado since World War II, which is crazy. But I mean, I drove past it. I definitely think it's probably filled in pretty good. We also have 10 more inches coming through next Monday, Tuesday. I'll be in Breckenridge for that time frame. My local spot is opening on Thursday. Do you have any tips for me at the park? I ski. I'm mainly thinking about hitting the boxes there, but I'm scared I'll go out. Got any tips? Well, I don't ski unless I'm split boarding, but when I split board, I'm the best skier on the mountain. So these are my tips. If you're a skier and you want to start getting into park, what I totally recommend is don't side jump the kickers. Get yourself a pair of crash pants, specifically the ones that have hip pads, because if you're going to slip out, hit a rail, you're probably going to hit the rail on your hip. Even maybe rib protectors. I see skiers taco hard on the ribs. Find features within your ability and watch other people hit them and do your best to imitate or ask for help from the people there. Go onto YouTube and search how to hit your first box on skis, things like that. I know personally I've slid rails sideways on skis or ski blades. And really what it came down to was just sending it. So you got this. If you want to get good in the park, you gotta be willing to chuck yourself. Peak to Creek Adventure Club, what's up? Thanks for the $2 donation. Welcome to the stream. Didn't write anything, but appreciate the $2. I went from like having no chat to like it all filled in at once. What resort are you most excited to go to this year? I've been invited to go to Italy and go ride 4 resorts in Italy, like by a company, and I'm really excited for that. Hopefully, with these overseas trips, I'm always like, they're not a thing until I'm on the plane. So if that happens, I'm really excited for those ones. They look like gorgeous ski resorts. I would read you the names, but it's just gonna sound like and Jonathan, you think Keystone will go back to extending night skiing hours, or do you think they are looking to do away with it completely? Brent, the way they're moving is to get rid of it completely. That being said, the previous CEO or the person running Keystone quit last year, so this year it's being ran by someone new, and I hear that new person's pretty rad, skiing Keystone forever, like saw Keystone in the glory days, so hopefully they bring it back. I think if we make a big enough fuss, we got to find a way to say things, because you're not the first. Like, there's so many people like, yo, what happened to night riding at Keystone? I heard they might bring night riding terrain park back, which will be huge, because that's what I grew up with, was being able to go night ride at Keystone and go in the terrain park, which was sick. Hopefully they expand it back to all the runs. They took away a bunch of runs for night riding. They also have decreased the hours for night riding by a lot. I think they used to be open till 10. Now that it's only 7, which is so lame. Like 8 was okay, but now that it's not to 8, like I am always like, I feel like I'm scrambling to get more runs. Like I'm like, oh man, like before you know it, the night's over. I hate it. Mason, that's cool. That's a good Roman resort. Oh, no way. We got our first Venmo donation. That pinned comment has my Venmo and Streamlabs if you want to drop a donation. I go directly to them. I'm kind of starting to fall behind in the chat, and so I go right to it. Peak to Creek Adventure Club, Revelstoke, gas money, dude. Jeff, I appreciate it. $10 donation. The gas money, all of it. Stuff at the backyard park. Guys, your donations go way further than you think. Thank you so much, Jeff, for the technically $12 in donations, my dude. We're going to go to Revelstoke. I'm really excited for that trip too. There's going to be like an all-inclusive camp. But sadly, Bobby told me if I did that, she was going to divorce me, because I would do that and then immediately leave from Canada to Austria, and I would have been gone for 18 days. And she told me absolutely no. But I am going to get to go for the Cat Day and a day at Revelstoke. So I'm really excited to hang out with Jeff and structure a all-inclusive Revelstoke camp for next year with you guys. And that's the dream. That's the goal. Have you heard of Terry Peak in Black Hills? I have heard of Terry Peak. I've not been there yet. Going to Whitefish, Montana? One day. It's going to happen. Loon is great. Loon looks like it has a rad park. I'm a skier, so what makes snowboard better for POW, or if it's similar to ski? I haven't skied POW, but I do hear people that can do both say on a powder day they grab their snowboard. I think the float is just better, and it's way more surfy. Hello from Spain. I've been skiing all my life, and I started snowboarding a year ago because of your videos. No way. Welcome to the better side of the mountain. No, that's funny. That's cool. I'm happy that you picked up snowboarding. Noah, thanks for jumping on the stream, man. Have you ever rode a ripstick? And if so, does it help your snowboarding? I've ridden a ripstick. I don't think it helps your snowboarding. I think it's a fun little contraption, though. I think skateboarding helps your snowboarding more than a ripstick does. I'm going to be hyped when you eventually ride the New Hampshire mountains. Brentwood's also used to be my favorite. Dude, Nick, I appreciate that, dude. I missed you at the meat and wax. I know we did it a lot further away, more north. But I was hoping you were going to show up, dude. I'll see you on the mountain, though. Is Loveland good for a 3-day trip with friends? Yeah, I think if you're gonna do Loveland for 3 days, maybe do 2 days at Loveland, 1 day at A Basin. It depends on how much you get to snowboard. I know I wouldn't want to do 3 days of Loveland in a row, but Loveland's a great ski resort. Can you shout me out, Brody? What does that mean? What does that mean? Just saw your short vid on the sign in the backyard park. Is there a longer version on the way? Love the backyard park. Yes, so that you love it. We do have another, like a longer. Well, the stuff that posted, I filmed that today as like 4 shorts. I wasn't planning on making those. Those weren't a part of a long form video, but we do have a long form backyard park video coming soon. Tomorrow's video will be a day at Winter Park, a little jump line video. Did not have the best day on the jumps, but it was still a good day. Day job shredder. With that full-blown gold evolution. Looking good, coming in. I don't know if that's supposed to have an emote, but I see that $3 donation, dude. I appreciate it, man. Day job is the man. He came to the meet and wax. So nice to meet him and his wife. Put a face to the name. That's why I love meeting you guys. 2 inches of snow in South New Hampshire. Cannot wait to test out my new rental board in the backyard later this week. Oh, dude, send it in the backyard. Let's go. Hey, I'm 14. I just got my first board. I've only been riding 8 times last year in rentals in my friend's stuff. I got my first board. It's a Never Summer Snow Trooper rocker camber. Let's go. Congrats on the board. It's always fun when you get your first actual snowboard. Oh my God, you guys will be buried. Stay warm. I appreciate it. What's your favorite ski resort in North America so far? Telluride. So far, I haven't found a resort better than Telluride. Jairus, dude, what's up, man? Thanks for the help in the backyard park. Welcome to the stream. Did I see your message? Which one? Did you send me a message? Where'd you send me a message? I can check Streamlabs real quick. Euro snow conditions, like the snow conditions in Europe? I have no idea. I barely check snow conditions because at the end of the day, it is what it is. Like if I'm going on a trip, I don't stress the, like when I went to Ruka, I didn't even look up how the snow was. I didn't need to like be disappointed before showing up or anything like that. I'm just like, I'm going in blind. I didn't even look up a trail map. I just showed up and I was like, oh, this is what we got. Sick. My local is small and not even open yet. I get it. I know a lot of the Midwest and East Coast open in December. I would buy an Epic just for night riding in the park. Dude, I loved, when I first moved up here, I would go to work, and then if I couldn't ride at work, I would get on the bus and I'd go over to Keystone and I would night ride park. Why don't I ride Echo at night? Because Echo Mountain is like 40 minutes away from me and on I-70. I have ridden Echo at night. I think Echo is sick. I also don't have an Echo pass, so I'd have to buy a pass for that. And if I'm gonna drive 40 minutes to night ride, I'm gonna go to Steamboat and go ride, because Steamboat has a train park at night, which is fun. Night riding resorts in Colorado are Steamboat, Keystone, Echo. I believe those are all the night riding parks. Or night riding resorts. Oh, Hoedown Hill now does night riding. That's in Windsor, Colorado. Hey, I'm 14. I got my first Never Summer board. Oh, I think I read that one already. What ski/snowboard resort has been open the latest into the night you know of? Any of them ever open to 11 p.m. or later? I'm pretty sure Keystone used to do a 24-hour challenge where they would just stay open for 24 hours. I know that was a thing. Latest I've night ridden was Trollhagen on like Friday nights, or one of the nights they go till 3 a.m. So I know me and a homie went and did that, rode till like 3 a.m., which was a lot of fun in Trollhagen. Am I gonna go to Taos this year? No. When I travel, I try and go to new resorts. So I've been to Taos, so I'm gonna try and go to other new ones. What would it take for you to come ride Hood this winter? Some coffee and breakfast sandwiches, Derek. A nice new downtown Portland apartment to stay in. Derek's my Oregon homie who helps me out every time I go to Oregon. I have a couple that help me out, but Derek's one of the main ones. Day job, dudes. Thanks, man. The backyard park, we've been putting a lot of work back there. It was running great. I saw the tire looked a little flat, and I was like, maybe I should put some air in the tire. And I was like, nah, I'm just gonna send it. And the rope jumped off the tire, so I should have put air in the tire, which also knocked off the chain. I made a big mess, basically. Put the rope back on the tire, too. We need, like, 3 dudes. Lots of muscle. I have no plans for Utah, but I keep getting all these rad opportunities, and it's one of those things where I'm like, okay, maybe I don't plan trips right now, because these companies keep hitting me up, and they're like, hey, we want to fly you here. We want to take you here. I have an opportunity, which it's funny because I live right next to Breck, but I have this really rad opportunity now to be in Breckenridge next week, fully covered. If I didn't live in Colorado, it would have been a covered trip to Breckenridge, but I live in Colorado, it's still covered. My wife is like not hyped, so she's like, so you're gonna be staying in Breck? And I'm like, it's a really cool opportunity, like, trust me. We're also going to Steamboat on Friday. I have like a condo thanks to Brian. He hooks us up every year with that Steamboat condo, which super thankful. If you need a place to stay, I don't have it in the description of this one, but in the description of the Steamboat videos, we will have Brian's condo. Please book his spot if you can. It's an incredible ski in, ski out condo. 2 separate rooms too, so like different couples could go. It's rad. You have a suggestion. What do you got? What's your suggestion? I used to ski and snowboard. Powder is way better. Just the vibe. Yeah, if you get snowboard powder all the time, it would be the vibe. What's a ripstick? It's like a skateboard with like 2 wheels and it like wiggles and stuff. Susie's hanging out, by the way. We got Miss Susie dog. She's such a cuddler. Bought an Orca, 40% off my second board in 12 years. Did I mess up? I don't really like the Orca. I have the Orca split and I hate it for split boarding. I hate it so much I bought a different split board, and if you know anything about split boards, they're not cheap. But I was like, I can't stand this board. So I make Nico ride it. don't make them. I like when Nico comes out here as the Orca split. It just doesn't do well on hard snow. It does fine in powder, but the moment the snow gets hard, and I have rode an Orca like a couple of runs. I'm not impressed by the Orca. Oh, I know, Susie. Oh yes, puppy kisses. Loveland is kind of boring if you're good. I mean, it's kind of boring if there's not good snow. If you're really good, you can like hike bowls and do lines and stuff like that. But if the snow is bad, then it's like not the sickest. Dude, the rail jam looks sick. I would have hopped on a snowboard for that. You could have rode your skis too, Nick. What are you doing, Susie? I don't know. Oh, you're gonna lay over there, huh? She doesn't want to sit in the chair with me anymore. What's Nate and Damon been up to? Nate is he moved to Mammoth and he moved back to Colorado. I'm gonna see Nate on Thursday. Damon moved to Utah with a bunch of his ski friends, and he will be in Colorado next week, I think. So the boys are doing good. I love those dudes so much. Just got back from Washington last night. Hype is real. I'm going out to Eldora tomorrow. Send it. I love Eldora. Favorite run at Beaver Creek? It's not in bounds, but I do have a favorite run at Beaver Creek. But it's not in bounds. You got to leave the ski resort to ride it. Have you been to Whistler, BC? Like, I've not been to Canada yet. No. I don't know. Me and Ski Doc almost had an opportunity to go to Montana, but then that one fell through. So, why don't you support local snowboard shops? Well, first off, you don't know if I do or don't support local snowboard shops. One of the biggest reasons why I don't support local snowboard shops is a lot of my snowboard gear is given to me by my sponsors. So, like, I don't need to go buy gear. It gets sent to me, which I'm very thankful for. I'm very blessed that I'm in that spot. 2, I know a lot of people say support local snowboard shops. I'm a bigger advocate of support your own wallet than support a local snowboard shop. A lot of times local snowboard shops are more expensive. If you can get it at a better deal at a local snowboard shop, absolutely grab it, support that shop, cool. Or go buy the shop's t-shirts or support it in other ways. But for me personally, if you can find the same pair of boots for $50 cheaper on Amazon or online or whatever, support your own wallet. Things are way too expensive nowadays to not be price shopping, find the best deal for yourself. Because if you can save, let's say you buy all your gear, maybe you got something on Evo, and you got something on Amazon, and you got something over here, you use my link and save on Clues, whatever. And all of a sudden you save $200, $300 on your gear because you didn't go to a local shop. And now you can buy a season pass, and now you can go snowboard more, and now you're snowboarding a lot more. Go that route, for sure. I don't know. That's my thought process to it. I'm not saying don't support a local shop. I'm not saying, like, once again, if it's cheapest, if it's there, or if you want to do that, dude, go for it. Do it. I know that if I need to buy something, if I need something now, like of the day, I need to go get it. Like Roman needed snowboard socks. I went to Christie Sports. It's not a local snowboard shop. It's a local Colorado chain, essentially. But they've sponsored me in the past. I like the company. I've always rented from the company. I like Christie Sports. Like, I'll go support Christie Sports. I don't have a boot sponsor, so I had to buy boots. But I went into the Christie Sports, my local one, and the boots were $500, and I was like, what? I went online, and just so happened Christie Sports had the same boot just the previous year for like $250, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna do that. So Christie Sports still got my money, but I supported my own wallet. So I know that was a little bit of a rant. Yeah, I get it. Online's killing lots of local things, and obviously we do want local shops. But a lot of ways too, these resorts are killing the local shops themselves. You go to Breckenridge, you got Breck Sports. You go to Keystone, you got Keystone Sports. You go to Beaver Creek, you got Beaver Creek Sports. And they're all on the base of the mountain, thus eliminating the need to go to some random tiny hole in the wall rental shop or ski shop, whatever, next to the mountain when like the mountain has everything you need for it. So as much as it's support the local things, it's more the ski resorts themselves are killing off the small local thing. Oof, that was a rant. You see how I drank a little bit of caffeine and immediately stopped yawning on the live stream? I hate it. I hate it. I've been searching everywhere for how to prepare for backcountry snowboarding at night. Do you have any suggestions? I kind of have a thing with this channel where I don't like to give advice for backcountry because of how dangerous it is. My advice is make sure you go get your backcountry certs, make sure you know what you're doing. Backcountry is extremely dangerous, especially at night when you can't see things properly. So I will give no suggestions because I would hate to give you a suggestion and for you to go out and something bad happen. It's even the best of people run into issues in the backcountry. So yeah. What town do I live in? Silverthorne. Hey, there's Nate right there. Nate the Lifty. Nate, someone was asking about you earlier. Uphill access at a basin at night is sick. I do think uphill access at train parks are sick. Trailer Tom. Tom. What up, Tom? I need to call you tomorrow, Tom, is what I need to do. Something like that. I gotta talk to Tom. You have inspired me to make snowboard content on my other channel, Snowboard 55. Thanks for the inspiration to never give up snowboarding. Yeah, dude. You never need to give it up. It's so fun. Any plans on doing mountain reviews at Stratton? Yeah, one day I'll get out there. Any ideas what Keystone 851 is planning this year? I've heard a little bit of rumors. I heard they're getting all the lanes back, which is nice. I heard possible night riding. I've heard a couple rumors. Kenny, thanks for getting the Finland trip on Resort Ski Apps. Bring back the premieres. Kenny wants them. I thought about it the other day. I was like, should I bring back the premieres? What was happening is I'd premiere a video and only 2 people would show up. And I was like, I would spend the 10, 15 minutes like chatting, which was cool to chat with them, but it's hard. It was one of those things where it's like, okay, it used to be like 40 people in a video premiere. And it was crazy fun and everything like that. And all of a sudden I went to like 2 people in a video premiere. And I was just like, okay. It was put in like the premieres, they don't like stress my family, but they're like, especially because I was posting daily. So all of a sudden the video's going live at 5:30, but like I might have been driving or I might have been doing this or whatever. And so like by just eliminating the premieres, it just made the like upload process like more streamlined and faster and stuff. So like I would absolutely love to bring them back, but I don't know if you guys noticed what I've done with the channel because I was posting daily and then like a daily video would get like 2,000, 3,000 views, which is like is good relative to some things, but I've immediately seen an increase on like the videos that I put out, like a 3,000 view increase minimum on every video by going to less videos. So content creation is tricky, man. It's always changing. You have to always be changing and trying new things. You got to adapt or sync or become irrelevant and things like nonstop. So thanks for all you share. Love the Insta360 and your stickers. Yes, I hope you got an Insta360. I think they might still be on sale. I think tomorrow's the last day. 15% off the X4. which is the best action camera. This is the one I use. And if you use my link, you get the snow bundle for free, which is also super rad. I could be wrong. You'll have to go check it out. But I'm pretty positive that the Insta360 sale is till tomorrow or tonight at midnight. So if you want that Insta360 at the best price you're going to get it, here's the link right here. 15% off. I double linked it on accident. 15% off, and you get the snow bundle for free. Yeah, I did film a video at Winter Park. I'm going to edit that tomorrow morning at 3, and that's what will go out tomorrow. I'm back. I fell in a jump in the park and fractured my wrist. Brody, I'm so sorry, man. Yeah. I don't have the best wrists from snowboarding. It is a real thing, and skating. I don't think I've ever had a ride board. I think my brother had a ride board, but ride makes good snowboards. People have always ridden. Ride's been around for a long time. Jackson, yeah, dude, boots are the most important thing in snowboarding, I think. Are you ever going to Snowy Range, or are you going to Snowy Range on opening day, December 5th? Nope, I'll be in Steamboat. I would love to go to Snowy Range at some point this season. I think we could day trip Snowy Range. It'll be a heavy day trip. Or maybe we'll like go to Hoedown Hill, go to Snowy Range, go back to Hoedown Hill the next day, come up. I'm 6'3" and I rented the past 5 years and feel like my board is too long when I rent. Do you suggest I get a smaller board or just get used to a really big board? Well, snowboards are more based off your weight than your height, because you could be 6'3", 110 pounds, and you don't want to be on a really insanely stiff, huge board if you're that light. I recommend going on to find the board that you like, you want to ride, and look up a snowboard size chart, or just look up a generic snowboard size chart, and that'll kind of put you in the range that you need to be in. 6'3", you're probably at like a 160 plus range, depending on, like, obviously it all depends on your weight. But yeah, usually when you're that big, you get a big board. And with a rental, they don't, like, some rental shops don't have the biggest rental fleet, especially when you start hitting different sizes. So like, I'm a small person, so they don't have a lot of small sizes. You're a large person, so they might not have a lot of large sizes. So all of a sudden you are getting a board that's too big for you, but this is, they only have 5 large boards and 3 of them were already rented, and this one fits you best, and so that's what you're getting. So having a better idea of what snowboard size you actually want, because then you can go in and be like, hey, I would love if you could hook me up with a 163. That's my favorite size to ride. Got any other Wyoming people in here? Is what Day Job is asking. As of this moment, there's no East Coast trip planned, but I do have a homie out there that's got a situation that could work out. How do you convince friends to become snowboarders and quit skiing? By going out and becoming the best snowboarder possible and showing them how rad snowboarding is. Dude, night riding at Keystone is a ton of fun. I do like to pick Roman up from school and go night riding. It's a blast. Sup, Jonathan? Another day, another run. I like that. Another day, another run. Trying to hit that 100-day breakfast this season. 100-day season. It's a good. That's a lot. I usually get 160 days in a season. I think we got to be pretty close to 30 days already. You probably said it a bunch. Any quick tips for riding Keystone going February? have an Airbnb in the village. Oh, if you're already in the village, you're easy peasy, man. One of the best strategies for Keystone is get out early and immediately go to the back if you just like to do runs, especially on a snow day. Go to the back as quick as you can, and then everyone's going to show up late, slowly make your way to the back. And so you have no lines in the back. You just say lap, 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 lap. And once the back starts getting busy, start making your way back to the front. And by the time you get back to the front, everyone's made their way to the back. And so you like reverse cycled it. And then all of a sudden you're on the front with nobody and everyone's in the back. It's so nice. I'm new to the Springs. Which mountain do you recommend? Well, welcome, Asher. I grew up in the Springs, by the way. You know how you know you live in Colorado Springs is you call it the Springs. And then you don't realize that there's Steamboat Springs, Idaho Springs, lots of springs. But when you live in Colorado Springs, there's only one Springs, and that's Colorado Springs. But when I lived in Colorado Springs, we go to Monarch. That's one of your closer ones. Monarch, Ski Cooper, or you can go to Keystone. I appreciate the honesty. I'm an Alaska man. Backcountry is kind of all I've gotten. We don't really have too many resorts or ski lifts, but there's a sick backcountry section all over it, dude. I can imagine. If I lived in Alaska, we'd be backcountry like crazy. Also, Alaska, from what I've seen, and I don't know, I haven't done it, but it has a pretty solid, stable backcountry. Like, conditions are way more stable than Colorado. That's another reason why in Colorado, I'm very, like, I don't want to give any backcountry tips because Colorado is a very dangerous snowboarding area. It's the snowiest for November. So obviously the snow's got to keep up, but we got puked on. Where is everyone? You have 200K plus subs and 60 people in live. I don't know. It's not a me thing. I'm here. Realistically, platforms have shifted and changed and done so many weird things with the algorithm that it is what it is. But let's also be real. 65 freaking people? You put 65 people in this room, we'd be crowded. We'd be having a party. It'd be hard to talk to every single one of them. So I'm very blessed and thankful that there are 65 people willing to hang out with me, ask me questions, get to hear my cheesiness. So thanks for being on the streams, guys. I go live and there's 20 people sometimes, especially in the summertime. And that just means I get to hang out with those 20 people even better. So let's be real, like it's actually kind of sick. There's 60 people here and I can go slower and actually answer people's questions instead of the chat just like blah, 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 and like no one's questions getting answered. And I hope you guys enjoy it. I know I personally enjoy the connection. Like there's so many people like Day Job Shredder, which is a great example. Talked to this dude for multiple years on these streams and built a connection to the dude through the live chat. I met him at the Rail Jam the other day and I felt like I knew the dude and it was cool. And just like, I love it. By the way, I haven't plugged it yet, but it's time to start plugging it. You want to come to my all-inclusive adult snowboard camp? It's in June. I got to personally go on the website and I can do that on this stream. Bam. There's the link right there. But, what am I trying to say? Snowboard camp. Come to all-inclusive adult snowboard camp. It's June 1st through the 7th. I picked the first week in June, so it doesn't collide with Father's Day like the last couple snowboard camps have. We're only doing 1 week again this year, and we're only taking 10 spots. So 10 people can come to summer camp. Put it on your radar. It's an intro to park, intro to jumps, intro to rails, intro to carving, ollies, whatever. This will be our 7th year running a summer camp. If you told me when I was starting that we'd be doing this for 7 years, how crazy. Can you get a discount code for summer camp? discount code comes when you've come to previous camps. Returning campers get a $100 discount. I got your sticker on my birthday. I got my sticker for I got your sticker for my birthday last year, and it came with a card that looked like you wrote it, or did someone else write it? I wrote it. If it looks like a child wrote it, it was definitely me. I try to, if I know someone's birthday or I know something's going on, I try to add special things in there. It's around midnight for most people. Most people don't know there's a live stream. No. It's 7:10 here in Colorado, which means it's 6 on the west, and it should be 9 on the East Coast. So I mean, we were getting close to 150 a little bit ago, but I don't know, like some people can get crazy large live streams. I had larger live streams in the past, but I also feel like, do not take this as a dog, but I also feel like we've had a stronger community in the past. But what really happened is short form content has killed YouTube community. There's still some people that still like are invested in channels and show up every day and things like that. But the moment that YouTube implemented YouTube Shorts, my YouTube strategy, the thing that I was doing that was working so well, and I was like, yes, it exploded and fell apart into pieces. YouTube Shorts has obliterated my snowboard community. At least the way that's how I feel about it. But what happened is that people would get on YouTube and spend, like, they got to take a dump. They're going to jump on YouTube and open up a Buckhouse video. Well, now what people do is they got to take a dump. They jump on the toilet and they swipe short form. It could be YouTube Shorts. It's probably more TikTok or Instagram. And they're just swiping. So people don't watch long form like they used to. And long form is what builds the community, thus making people want to come spend more time on the live stream. So, hey man, things change. You got to adapt and move. And I've been nimble, man. We made the changes. This is my 9th year making content online, and I've been doing it for 6 years for a living. This is my 7th year living off the internet. So it changes, it adapts, it ebbs and flows. It's ups, it's downs, it's feast and famine. I bought an Insta360 X4 on Black Friday, but forgot your link included the snow bundle. No! You gotta use my link. I'm sorry, Ace, but hey, you got the camera, man. I did my job, I informed. I'm sorry for annoying you with these questions, but no questions are ever annoying. Ask. Just don't ask the same question over and over and over, but ask questions. But really want a video on my local ski resort. I don't want you to forget. I won't forget. I have a whole... Have you seen resortskimaps.com? Have you seen it? I have a whole checklist, basically, thanks to Kenny. Day job, dude. I missed your donation, man. I'm so sorry about that. No question is annoying. Howdy from Texas. What's up? How's the snowboarding in the backyard? It's really good when the tow rope's running, and then I blow up the tow rope. All right. Day job with a $5 donation, dude. Thank you so much, man. When it comes to editing, I'm finding the Ace Pro is easier to edit. Do you notice the difference in editing between the X4 and Ace Pro? What do you mean editing? Like, because the Ace Pro doesn't, if you don't have to reframe it, obviously. So this is the Ace Pro. It's a traditional action camera. So you load the footage in the app and then you just export it and then you edit. With the X4, if you film in 360, you got to keyframe everything, export it, put it in your editor, and then edit it. So there is way more editing if you film in 360. But if you film with the X4 in single lens mode, just like the Ace Pro, you put it in the editor, you export it, you're good to go. You can start editing. So I guess, Day Job, I don't fully understand your question, but I fully appreciate that $5 donation, man. You rock. What makes you pro? I guess the best way to say is, I think he's went. This is the funniest question to me because I snowboard for a living. I am not a competitive snowboarder and I am not a great snowboarder. But I snowboard and I have snowboard sponsors. I have companies that pay me to ride a snowboard, to ride snowboard products. But I'm also an influencer. And honestly, I am one of the pioneers of a whole new form, version, thing of professional snowboarding, which is doing it online. Snowboard influencer. Pioneer. I was the first to make snowboard vlogs. And then that turned into other aspects of it. So, I don't know. I don't really care. I don't care if people say you're not a pro or you are a pro. At the end of the day, I snowboard every single day. And that's why I started this whole channel in the first place, because I absolutely love the sport of snowboarding. I didn't start it to make money. I didn't start it to make it be famous. All I did was like, I like snowboarding and I'm gonna share my snowboarding with people because that's what snowboarders do. And all of a sudden, here we are today, 9 years later, still going. 64 people on my live stream, asking me questions, hanging out with me. And that's all that matters. All right, Jason says, bring back the premieres and some more 360 videos. I eliminated the 360 videos, Jason, due to the less uploading, because I'm only uploading 3 times a week. What really matters is that you are so famous, Jason. Get out of here, Jason. I hope you're doing well, man. I called a couple of really good friends that I don't get to talk to often today. You need to be on that list. Maybe you'll get a call tomorrow, Jason. Hi, I'm Georgia. I bought your Clue bindings. Oh, heck yeah. I like that you call them my Clue bindings. I'm rocking a Clue hoodie, but they're not mine. However, I do feel like family. I was on the phone with Clue this morning. And to be the first professional snowboarder, the first influencer that Clue sent bindings to, and to be with them from their launch, I'm very blessed. I'm in Colorado. I got to Keystone. I hope to see you soon. I said I'm not going to be at Keystone for a long time, sadly. Will the Evolution sticker wrinkle on my helmet? No. If you got to remove the clear part. If you buy an Evolution sticker, at least from Etsy, I will send you a how to install the sticker link. But I have been sending people, for some reason, Etsy's not, I got to look into it. It's not letting people that are out of the country order stickers for some reason. So if you are in a different country, you want to order an Evolution sticker, use this link. It just goes directly from my website. That's also where you can sign up for camp, guys. But no, the sticker, if you apply it correctly, it will not wrinkle. And it will last probably about as long as your helmet lasts. They could scrape off. No sticker lasts forever. Let's be real, guys. But the stickers, they're quality. What's the deepest PAL you've been in? It's hard because at a certain point, you can only go so deep in the PAL unless you're like in Japan. So I've had like 3-foot snowstorms, but what happens is it's always about knee deep, essentially. I'd say our backcountry day in Baker, though, last year was like very deep, super rideable, go into deep snow. That was sick. Just ripped Keystone today. The little park was so good. Jump was way better, in my opinion. Has more kick. Nice. The opening day jump was had a super flat landing, but it's cool to hear that they've adjusted it. 30 days already, haven't started. Yeah, we've put in some days. Johnathan is the most underrated snowboard YouTuber. Ben, I appreciate it. What snowboard do I ride? I ride the Burton Custom. It's like a Swiss Army knife of snowboards is why I ride it. It can ride POW, park, rails, jumps, big mountain, anything. They opened up the back mountain and we were hitting blacks all day. That's sick. I'm telling you, things are opening quick this year. Compared to last year, we're killing it. Summer Chap, represent. Yeah, Jared. Hope you're doing good, dude. Nice. I've been out to Keystone once this season so far. Only 2 days total. Dude, Trevor, those days are going to count. All right, crank up. What is the best snowboard to buy as an intermediate snowboarder? Like what brand? I think the Burton Custom, Jaden. Susie's dreaming. She's like the dog dreaming where they like make noises and stuff. It's so cute. Roberto, I hope Britt's feeling better. I hope you guys are healed up. I hope everyone's knees and joints and ankles, everyone's feeling good. Once I'm off the holiday expenses, I need to see if I can do snowboard camp. I'm just starting my park progression and I'm hungry for more, dude. Day job. It'd be fun to have you, man. I think you'd have a good time. What's better for the helmet cam, Insta360 or GoPro? I'd say Insta360, especially if you run in 360 mode, you're gonna get the best view for sure. I will say, I'm not the biggest fan of how pointy the camera is on my head, so I actually go with the mouth mount and the Insta360 mouth mount for I posted a short today with it, and it gets incredible angle. When will the Evolution socks be back in stock? I don't know. I think I fully took them off the website, but maybe we'll work on getting socks back out on the website. Jonathan is the hardest working hombre out there. I appreciate it. It is a all-day event for me. Let's be real. I started working at 3. There's moments of like chill. I don't even feel like I'm working though. I love this. I love hanging out with you guys and talking. I love making the videos. I loved going in the backyard park today and filming some videos and riding, and I love it. I watch long form content. I want to keep my attention span. Thank you very much. I got you. Yeah, that short form, man, is brutal. The funny thing though is now with shorts and swiping, they want you to make longer shorts and swiping. YouTube now does 3-minute shorts. So I'm trying to post like, I don't know if you guys have noted, I'm trying to post like mini vlogs. Like I posted one today of like installing the signs and stuff in the backyard park. So it's a vlog. It's just miniaturized. It's 1:30. Check them out. Watch them fully. Share them. Like them. Let me know what you think. I need feedback. Give me feedback on the new content I'm making. If you see something you really like, let me know. And that helps me know what to keep making. Am I live anywhere else? I wish I had the internet power to go live to multi-stream, so you can go live on. I would go live on Instagram and TikTok at the same time. That would be nice. How's the snow in Breckenridge going mid-January? It's doing really well. Everywhere is doing pretty well, and everywhere's about to get 10 more inches of snow, like approximately about 5 to 10 more inches. I cannot believe that cutie Susie Q in the snow, right, Roberto? Dude, she is adorable in the snow. When she starts sprinting to me, like, and the snow, she'll like run through the boot pack area, and the snow's taller than her, and it's like, oh, dude, it's the cutest thing. Which is better, going cat skiing and traveling where you want, or get dragged into the mountains you don't want to go to and shred limited terrain, right? Peak to Creek is speaking truth. I'm telling you, man, I'm so thankful I don't have to go chuck my body to get the same sponsors. Going to Keystone Saturday. I want to meet you. Sad. I would have normally I ride Saturdays with Roman. Normally we'd go to Breck or Keystone on those days, but we will be in Steamboat this Saturday. Favorite Minnesota resort? Is that even a question? You got Highland, man. Highland Hills. Jonathan, you're a celebrity. I'm not a celebrity. I'm not famous, but depending on what ski resort I'm at, it can get wild. I was blown away at Winter Park. It was truly every single top and bottom of the run. It was Jonathan, photo this, and I love it. I love meeting you guys. I always love taking photos of you guys. I was just like, holy smokes, like Winter Park? It was like it was Keystone level, like being noticed at Winter Park. After my 2 back surgeries and many months of physical therapy, tomorrow's my first day on snow. Nathan, congrats, dude. That's huge. Welcome back. I hope it feels great. I hope you love it. I'm sorry about the back injury, dude. Why do label videos as pro snowboarder goes skiing? Well, I'm not snowboarding for a living. And because when you title a video like that, it does better. Don't hate the player, hate the game. Because it sounds better as a video title. Mr. Core, speaking the truth. Why do you live in Breckenridge but ride Keystone? I don't live in Breckenridge. I live in Silverthorne. So technically my mountain town, which is in Summit County, which Summit County has a bunch of ski resorts, my city doesn't have a ski resort. So the closest one to me is Keystone, then Breckenridge, then Copper, and A Basin and Loveland, and then Vale and Beaver Creek are not that far away. Steamboat's not too far away. But if I lived in Breck, I'd still go ride Keystone. 1, Keystone's my favorite. 2, I did live in Breck for the first 2 years I lived in the mountain. But I'll pick, like I'll put my backyard park is in Breckenridge. I'll put my backyard park is in Copper. Because I'm not going to actually put my address, and I'm not going to put the town of Silverthorne. If I, like, once again, it's like, don't hate the player, hate the game. But realistically, when you tag a location, when people search that location, your videos pop up. So I post a backyard park video. Well, I want it to get as many views as possible. So I'm going to tag Breckenridge. So when someone searches Breckenridge, my backyard park snowboard video is going to pop up. Even though that's not at Breckenridge, it's still snowboarding. The person that sees that's going to enjoy that content. Boom, wham, bam. Thank you, ma'am. Bring back Shadow Doggy. Shadow's getting old. Shadow's 10. He lives with Ben now. He actually physically, he has a bad back foot. So he actually couldn't run and play in the snow like he used to. Day Dob Shredder with another $5 donation, dude. Thank you so much, man. I run the Ace Pro on my helmet in free frame mode. In my opinion, very versatile when editing. Heck yeah, day job. Thanks for the $5 donation, and thanks for answering that question. I actually have not put the Ace Pro on my head, so I should probably try that. Jonathan, I'm honestly glad you're not a pro snowboarder. More time with your fam and making content, right? I get a lot of family time. I'm very blessed for that. Yo, dude, thank you so much for helping me out with my clues. I was able to go the Sunday after I was able to go the Sunday after and landed my first side hit. Colton, let's go. So hyped that we were able to take care of you, man. I really do stand behind the product. And I obviously want to make anyone's experience as good as I can. Do you know how to remove a scratch from the Insta360 or where I can get it fixed? I don't. I think on the website you can send them in. But I sadly don't know. I'm very, very blessed that if I scratch a lens, I have backups. And then I give the scratched version to like Roman or to a homie. But I think on the website there's a way to send in. Hey, look, we're at 70 people on the live stream now. Hey. Sometimes I wish the Bombhole podcast would have you on for a chat. That would be cool. Me and Chris have had small chats back and forth, not about being on the podcast, but those dudes are aware of who I am. We can say it that way. And if I was invited, I'd absolutely go on, show a whole new side of the snowboard professional world. And then if not, I don't care at the same time, because their audience is probably not my audience. But I think what they're doing is rad. I'm very proud of that podcast, and the snowboarding needed that podcast, and Chris was the right dude for sure. And he just had a kiddo. That's what I wrote him about. I was like, dude, congrats on the kids. Like, I'm so hyped when people have kids. I think it's the raddest thing. We the friends that may not chat and still feel the same way. Would love to chat though. Hi, Jason. What trails are you running at Steamboat? Whatever's good. I don't look at. I can't name one run at Steamboat. I can ride all over Steamboat. I know I get everywhere at Steamboat. I don't know a single run name. Hey, Mr. Buckhouse, was wondering if you've gone to Wolf Creek and would it happen to know how it's looking? I don't know. I went to Wolf Creek early season when it wasn't too good, but they've gotten a lot of stuff since then. Hello?
You done your live stream?
Am I done with my live stream? It's getting to that time.
Dad.
What's up? You want to say hi?
Hi.
This is Princess Bristol. She's beautiful, and she wants to go snowboarding soon, right? Yes. And what showed up at our house the other day? Who brought that box to you?
Elf.
The elves. The elves showed up at the house. They've been doing things crazy.
Yeah, well, we have to wait instead.
Yeah.
Elf brought them.
The elves brought them, yep. You're so cute, girl.
Hello. Hello.
You want to say hi to everyone? Me and Roman have been riding a lot together this year, which is like obviously a good thing. Okay, you can come back. Say what up to everyone, dude.
What up?
I can't see you. Oh, careful. Come down. I don't want you to flip off on the live stream. What's been your favorite part about snowboarding this year, Roman?
My favorite part is snowboarding with my friends.
Like Chris.
Yeah.
And who else is it? One of your friends? Tristan?
Yeah. And Biddle?
And Bristol?
Yeah.
And you rode in the backyard park with like legit one of your friends.
Yeah.
Roman had a friend come over and he he borrowed Bristol's board because her board's too big for her, and they just had a session in the backyard. It was sick.
How the princess board?
You have a princess board with all the pretty princesses.
Yeah. Even Blue.
I need to do a Bristol day though, where I drop Roman off at school and me and you go snowboarding, just me and you, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Me and Dada go snowboarding.
Me and Bristol go snowboarding. Ah. Oh, the squeeze is a good one. All right.
The kids spoil the live streams again.
Kids spoil the live streams again, they say. Roman's 7, he's not 8. Bristol, how old are you?
7.
You're not 7. How old is Bristol?
900. 900.
This one. 1, 2, 3.
4, 5.
You're 3.
I'm 15.
All right, guys. My wife, Bobby, will send the kids in when she wants me to get off the stream.
Yeah.
We're supposed to watch Buddy the Elf. I don't want to like ruin any surprises, but I gotta learn a little bit about Buddy the Elf. Someone mentioned that the Grinch video was taking off. The Grinch video does good every year. I think I'm gonna make a new edit with the same writing and stuff, but Kids are great, but grandkids are the reward for suffering through. What did you say, Jason? I'm actually really interested in that.
Sure.
Grandkids are. I love it. I can't wait to be a grandpa. I mean, I can definitely wait, but I'm excited for it. How many kids you gonna have, Roman?
20.
20 kids. I'm so excited to be a grandpa to 20 kids. How many kids you gonna have?
3.
I like that. 3 is a good number.
That why you what?
Both is possible. You could have 20 for sure, and you definitely could have 3.
Dad, why you had a lot to do? 20 plus 3 equals 23.
20 plus 3 equals 23?
Yeah.
Good job, dude. All right.
The kids took over the life.
The kids took over my life. Ah.
I can't go snowboarding.
Yes. The kids go snowboarding.
Easy bobbing.
All right, guys. Love you too, Jason. Appreciate you guys. Thanks for the love and support. Thanks for grabbing stickers. Thanks for watching the videos. Thanks for the donations.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. More rad content coming. More Roman content coming. Some Bristol content coming.
No.
She got a new snowboard outfit. You like it, right?
Yeah. $500.
It's the best. It was not $500. All right. See you guys. Thanks for watching. Keep evolving.
Bye.
Bye.